How's it going, guys? This is CypherByte, and today we are going to be talking about 9 things I wish I knew earlier in No Man's Sky. Gonna be some quick tips. Obviously, some of these things a lot of people probably already know, but they were definitely things that I learned and I wish I would have known earlier. So anyway, if you like the video, I would greatly appreciate it if you hit the like button, maybe subscribe too if you want. That would be great. Anyway, let's get into it. So the first tip I have today is navigation charts. So in each station, in each system, you have these little cubes that are on one side of the station. It's the side that has like your body transformation tool, all these extra, you can buy a new multi-tool, exosuit upgrades, stuff like that. Anyway, so you come over here and grab these little cubes, and it will give you navigation data. And with that data, you can jump over to this side of the station and bring these charts over here and exchange them with this cartographer for specific charts. Now you can get all kinds of charts. You can get your exosuit upgrade charts. It'll give you a location on a planet where you can find one of those drop pods with the exosuits upgrades and basically put in a few components and get an extra slot for your exosuit, right? There's settlement charts, there's all kinds of charts that will lead you to ancient artifact sites, inhabited outposts, manufacturing facilities, all kinds of stuff. Another quick tip here that the majority of people probably know, but I'm going to throw it out there just in case, is using these asteroid fields to harvest metals, and more specifically titanium. Each asteroid gives you different types of stuff. Certain ones give you more titanium than others, but what's cool is that titanium is what you can use to recharge your pulse drive, your pulse engine. So if you're in space and you run out of pulse engine fuel, just throw some titanium in there. Alright, so something cool, if you're coming in on a planet and you see a set of buildings down there, and you see those little green rings hovering above the surface. If you go down and land on those rings, you will not have to pay launch fuel to get back up into the air. It's completely free. As long as you land here and you see this little beacon here, you will be able to launch your ship back up into the atmosphere for free every single time. Pretty awesome. So you can go in and explore this little manufacturing facility and then come back out, jump in your ship, and launch completely free. See, nothing was used, and I can just fly away. And I can keep doing that over and over again. So if I just want to use that as like a little, launch point, essentially, it's essentially the same as using a launch pad, like say at your base or like a trading post or something like that. I can land here again, and every single time we'll be able to launch for free. So one cool tip that I always like to make sure people know is if you sprint, melee, and boost, you will fly across the planet a lot faster than if you were to just run across it. So that is something handy to remember. One thing to keep in mind though is to make sure you don't get too much air. You don't go airborne too high into the air because you obviously do take fall damage. So something to be aware of. Alright, so something to remember as well is when you are mining stuff, like say stuff that uses the terrain manipulator, you want to make sure your setting for your size is the lowest, because the lower your setting is, the more resources you're going to get. I know it sounds counterintuitive. It makes sense that the bigger the mining size, the more resources you would get, but you actually mine stuff too fast. So essentially, have it on the lowest setting, you're going to be able to mine more materials. Even though it will take you longer, you're going to mine. Alright, so obviously I'm taking radiation damage because this is a radioactive planet. Well, what's cool is it's really easy to just hide in the ground here and it will stabilize. You gotta get some shelter, give yourself a little bit of break, and recharge your systems. And you will be good. Digging a hole during a storm and jumping into that hole or cave is also a really good method to hide out, wait out a storm. You'll get protection and you won't take as much damage, or if any damage. Alright, so something you can do if you're getting overwhelmed by sentinels, because, yeah, like that, oh my goodness, is you can go underground, dig yourself a little hole, and then cover it up, and they will not be able to find you, and essentially lose interest over time. So yeah, that is one way to avoid sentinels destroying you. Just gotta wait it out long enough. Alright, so say you're in space and you just are not in the mood to fight this guy. You can summon the anomaly and use that as an escape. You just gotta summon it, make sure you're far enough away from the planets, obviously, and you just gotta get there. Alright, something that I came across just the other day, actually, is if you double tap the boost button, or the jump button, you will literally jump boost across the planet, which is kind of cool. I'm assuming you could probably use it to get out of, like, a little, sticky situation or something like that, but definitely kind of cool. So we all know that, if you find something you want to go towards, you can tag it with E. But did you know if you had, like, another place you wanted to go to as well, that you can place a marker down and you will have both markers down at the same time, both highlighted. Kind of comes in handy. So I can go to that buried cache, but then I can also go to this custom marker that I placed without having to find that and open up the survey scanner again. If you go into your catalog and guide tab up here, click on materials and items, any item that you have previously discovered, you can click on. So say sodium nitrate, it will give me a quest on how to get sodium nitrate. And so I have to refine it in a refiner to get the sodium nitrate. So if you look at your log, it'll give you that quest. Basically says to refine it from sodium. So say we want to look for something that is not refined. So I want to look for oxygen. Well, that's easy. I can just hit the scanner. Oxygen is on the majority of planets, so I can hit the C button and just scan for it. But let's say I am not able to scan for it. So let's go for cobalt. So if you hover, it'll give you a little detailed description on how you can find it. So it's mined from underground minerals. Cobalt is found in plentiful supply in caves and caverns, okay? But say we want copper. This will give us a way to find copper. Now, there is copper on this planet, so I can just, use my analysis visor, and obviously that's copper over there. But I can't get certain other materials on this planet. Like, I can't get uranium. Okay? So, basically, it'll tell me I need to launch into space and scan planets for minerals to find uranium, because it's not on this planet. So, if you're already in space, it'll kind of help direct you to a specific planet that will give you that. So kind of a cool, useful tool that you can use instead of having to go to, say, jumping from system to system, scanning each individual planet to figure out what they have. It will kind of speed up the process. All right, guys, so that was 9 things I wish I knew earlier in No Man's Sky. Let me know in the comments if there was anything that stuck out to you, or if there was anything that I missed that you realized you wish you would have knew earlier in No Man's Sky. If you liked the video, please hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Be greatly appreciated, and I'll see you in the next one. This is Cypherbyte, signing off.